Yeah, now we come to the creep Joe Biden. State of the Union is an insult to our intelligence. That I must agree with. Now, when we look at Creep Joe, pedophilia, but, crazy knucklehead, and we look at him giving a State of the Union speech, coming in by Bruce 6 hours ago, saying Eastern Standard Time, saying Eastern Standard Time. But anyway, coming off the half post, but we see Creep Joe Biden, wannabe cheating, crazy knucklehead president speaks as Vice President idiot Kamala to me, Harris, and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, Republican of California. Listen during the State of the Union address at the U.S. Capitol, February 7, 2023 in Washington, D.C. They're less an address about the state of the nation. There's less an address about the state of the nation and more of television extravaganza. A spectacular where the only thing that matters is how things look. Yeah, seriously. It's like what the Super Bowl has become something less about 60 minutes of football and more about the circus surrounding the 2 weeks build-up media day, a controversial off-the-cuff remarks by players or coaches that's supposed to, infuriate the other team. The commercials, and this year some versions of drinking games involve Taylor Swift every time she's on the camera. Take a shot. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, does anyone think viewers will tune into Thursday's State of the Union address to hear about the actual State of the Union? No, they've already decided how the nation is doing. Instead, they'll tune into see one thing, whether Creep Joe Biden is too old or whether he can flip the script or whether he can flip the script and convince the people he can still go the distance. First of all, he never went the distance. He's a creep. Then, just like he's a creep now. And people need to start to get out of the political arena if you can't vote right or vote in a position to see a leadership that would lead in his rightful position of the President of the United States. If you are selecting those that are affiliated deep down inside of the government, the deep state, and, everything else high and above, etc. But at the same time, that is not our position as the people in the world. Our position is to heal the world and the planet we live on, such as Michael Jackson said in his song. You know what I'm saying? That's all anyone will take about the Friday morning, seeing whether or not Joe Biden can go the distance. And probably because it is a television event, it's an important moment in Joe Biden presidency and candidacy. You know, it's an important moment in the fucking Luciferian bullshittery that he did in this world for so many years. That's what it looks like to me. You know what I'm saying? Anybody will be listening to this creep in any shape or form. Remember when he jogged from backstage to the microphone at the Democratic National Convention in 2020? What you think he ran because he felt like getting in some quick cardio? No, that was all about optics. Look at the old guy run. He still got it. Oh yeah, look at the old guy fuck up the world. He still got that shit too. Just like what he did in the Gaza Strip with Netanyahu and the so-called people calling themselves Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's what this speech is about tonight. You know what I'm saying? In theory, the address is supposed to taught the administration achievement and creep Joe Biden lying ass. Has several, you know what I'm saying, list national priorities. What priorities? What? When he opened the border and all kinds of stupid LGBT carrying on? Now, you know what I'm saying? And what was supposed to be on the table was not on the table. And they made a field day. You know what I'm saying? And all kinds of crooked ass, crooked ass bullshit, probably. Talking about several list national priorities, all for tactical, you know what I'm saying, and city, whatever about guess and pose the legislative agenda for the year ahead. Or in Pete Joe Biden's case, you know, he's out of his brains for the next 4 years. You know what I'm saying? But for most viewers, you know, those things are a little more than empty boasting. And yeah, that's basically what it is, empty boast. You know, false promises and political props. Nothing, you know, memorable. The only moment most voters can recall in such a forum is you lie. Yeah, he's been doing that all his whole career. That's one thing we can agree on. He lied about a great many things. He created or had involvement in creating, you know, other things, I wouldn't call it great at all, that are causing the death of the Palestinian people right now. You know what I'm saying? In total damn near enslavement with murder at its highest rate. You know what I'm saying? Which didn't even happen during the State of the Union address. No doubt, taking a cue from that. No doubt, taking that cue from that moment. Marjorie Taylor Greene, you know what I'm saying, a Republican, you know what I'm saying, and I guess Kirill, whatever his name is, shouted liar at Biden during his State of the Union speech last year. Well, they was definitely telling the truth, weren't they? Especially when it came to COVID. You know what I'm saying? After Barack nutcase ass, Barack nutcase ass, Obama nutcase ass, Barack nutcase ass, Obama, you know, speech Republican, South Carolina, speech after I guess his nutcase ass speech, Republican South Carolina, Joe Wilson apologized for his outburst. You know what I'm saying? Greene did not, you know, saying she was, you know, honored to be able to do it. We've come a long way. And that's a true saying. And we've also went through a whole vac of bullshit and ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And garbage that got many people killed in this country. And also foreign and abroad. You know saying? All under the notion of straight lies. You know what I'm saying? Even when it came to COVID, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can tell me what you're seeing is what it is. It's what has been done to make it what you see. You know what I'm saying? In the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? And maybe That's the way it needs to be for Creek Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? At least for this speech. You know what I'm saying? At least for this speech. He has, he has conciliatory or whatever nature. I don't know what the fuck he's an idiot. And he's gotten a lot of people murdered, along with him, Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates, you know what I'm saying, and many of our medical industry in itself. You know what I'm saying? They have all followed down the same path. So what we see going on in the Gaza Strip is no different than what we see during the time of COVID and even after up to now. So we have to start to look at the nature and the bipartisan approach, you know what I'm saying, honored through many, you know what I'm saying, years in the Senate. Yeah, with his dumb ass there doing this bullshit. That's why Netanyahu was able to even be born and flourish. You know what I'm saying? And look at what he's doing. This man is a mass murderer, no different than Adolf Hitler. You know what I'm saying? And you can't tell me that I'm not telling the truth. This has nothing to do with your cultural belief, your religious belief, or anything to do. It has to do with a straight bloody murderer. And that's it. And Netanyahu fits that profile. You know what I mean? Because we could clearly see that. What justification would he have to do such a thing? And I wish the man that's seen God, you know what I'm saying, would tell us where he's seen God. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what God he's talking about. He's talking about Satan. Because the shit that Netanyahu was doing to the Palestinian people is satanic in itself. But, you know what I'm saying, when we look at it, for the many years in the Senate, just would cut it. Just won't cut it. You know what I'm saying? But the president want to be cheating ass with a big megaphone and a little more take no prisoners. Venom might convince viewers that he still has vigor. If you believe or anything to do with him, you are asking and you have gotten what you asked for already, because he made a fool out of you. What proved that? COVID-19. And he still got vigor. So you would sit here and listen to this lying, twisted motherfucker without any investigation into the nonsense that this man has done over the years of his career, that even leading to what we see in the Gaza Strip with the Palestinian people for 75 years. Remember how old Creep is, and even what we see over there in Ukraine, or over there in Russia, Prussia, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what Zelensky talking about, he's an idiot. But let the mega mops, or whatever, have it no punch pulled. Call it an embarrassment tour. Got me on that one. Embarrassment tour. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a speech worth watching. You know what I'm saying? Many, worth watching may be the first thing you do is tell the demon Democrats not to applaud every 5 minutes. Like not really making it better. You know what I mean? In any shape or form. You know what I mean? Every 5 minutes or every 5 statements. Hold the chairs until the end. No one wants to see, you know what I'm saying, a grandiose stand or whatever, a standing ovation that looks more like a group of whack or mold session. You Oh man, this guy is right on point. Whoever wrote, man, you're right on point. I love this. You know what I'm saying? Then Creep Joe Biden could address, questions about, his age, say head on. You're right. We're a couple of old geezers, and that's a fact fucking up the world. Fucking up the world. Just like Bill Gates' nasty ass. You know what I'm saying? He might joke, while other people are dying all over the world because of the bullshit he did for over 70, well, maybe 75 plus years. Or maybe all of his career in government, because he have lied about every fucking thing, including the so-called wannabe name they created called Israel. Israel. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden know what he did, and he's ignoring he's ignoring right now his criminality in itself. See, he was able to hide behind many things, you know what I'm saying, but his criminality based on what we see going on in the Gaza Strip and Ukraine has finally come to its light, where people can really see the truth of things if you open up your eyes. Then Joe Biden could address the questions about his stupidity. His age. You're right. We're a couple of geezers. He might joke and admit that he is a stutterer. More like an idiot to me. You know what I'm saying? More like an idiot to me. You know what I'm saying? But in many ways, people have to start to wake up to these people. This man should not have been running for president or in the president's seat at all. And he should have not gotten in the president's seat based on any shape or form, and it should not have been what we saw in 2020, all in the streets and protests and carrying on and all kinds of nonsense and all. All that we saw in 2020, all the chaos, all the rushing of the White House, all this, that you blame on Donald Trump, but the true blame lands on Creep Joe Biden and the demon Democrats who have been manipulating our government for many years. You know what I'm saying? That's where the true blame lies in all of this put together. The reason simply means is that why would the whole of the United States carry on this way? You know what I'm saying? Because of Creep Joe Biden. The creep should not have gotten in there. He slid in there with Obama nasty bum faggot ass. Let's just be honest. And handing off the baton bullshit, because I don't see what everybody glorifying this creep about you call Obama nut. He ain't no first black president. He damn sure ain't that either. He's some other shit. You know what I'm saying? In his mind as well. So there is no way for you to say that Creep Joe Biden wasn't in a creep organization to begin with, because we could go from Creep Joe, you know what I'm saying, to Obama nutcase ass, and giving these people 8 years and shit, when Trump was only a 4-year president and scared the fuck out of him. You know what I'm saying? Enough to make them corrupt the whole country into a complete chaos. You blaming Trump, but all this blame lands on the demon Democrat table. Every single thing we seeing going on, even Afghanistan, the World Trade Center, bomb, drop, destruction. You know what I'm saying? The Gaza Strip, Ukraine, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, all that shit lands solely on demon democratical influential power over the both parties in itself. So what we saw in 2020 with the carrying on and the black this and that Black Lives Matter, this and matter, that breaking up shit, doing shit, bullshit all the way to the White House, is all based on the fault should solely had landed on the demon Democrats, Creepy Joe Biden's table, and the demon Democrats as a whole and their allies. There is no way they should have landed on Trump at all. Not at the alarming rate of disgrace, of trying to disgrace this man to the point of destroying his legacy altogether. When you just now, what the Dean and Democrats did was made his legacy, to me, even better. You know what I'm saying? But in many ways, we see the nonsense, and much of this shit should have landed on them, because anybody that goes into office that caused this type of corruption should not have taken office. That was an insurrection altogether. And if I was the president of the United States, somehow, or had the power, somehow it would have been null and void, and they would have had to choose another candidate other than Creed Joe, or any other candidate coming out of that camp who was not qualified, or had so much scandal on them that we knew the garbage that he was already into and doing, along with him and his allies. You know what I'm saying? While he up here giving a State of the Address speech, you know what I'm saying? And what is he addressing? The death and the murder of the Palestinian people to justify and let it go on while they slaughter the people, a group of people who don't belong there, even the civilians of the fake ass Israel, even the so-called civilians that live there that they're giving guns and shit to kill the Palestinian people should not be there. They have no right there. Same go for the Ottoman Turks in Egypt. You ain't fooling nobody. You are a beast in our country. You have not brought one good thing into Egypt or Africa ever. But you have invaded and tried to claim it as you are the creators. Such as Netanyahu, crazy bald ass doing right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, and people going for this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know? But when we look at this here, you know what I'm saying? You know, when we look at the Creed Joe being president is about to selecting good advisors, you know, weigh their advice and make sound strategy decisions. Yeah, like what you did with Ukraine. Yeah, okay. You and your crooked ass group of people and sons and them. The most crookedest people, crookedest president family in the world is definitely them. You know what I'm saying? He cannot see it otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Even things at which he excels, and which Trump is completely incompetent. Oh yeah, he's definitely incompetent. Based on whose judgment? The media? Those who write the stories? Next, bring up some issues, you know, saying that, you know, issues start with immigration, demands that Congress provide funding to hire thousands of more border agents, asylum, and, you know what I'm saying, customs officers and immigration and customs enforcement staff passed legislation that raises, you know what I'm saying, that raises, you know, evidentiary standards in asylum seekers so they can undergo criminal background check and shorten the legal review process from 10 years to 6 months. Imagine that. Passed legislation that gives the creepy-ass president and the Department of Homeland Security. Homeland Security, to me, is a joke. You know what I mean? The authority to shut down the border at ports of entry and give border agency more power to quickly send migrants back to Mexico of certain thresholds, if certain thresholds isn't met. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's cheer. If any Republican do, Joe Biden should point to them. You know what I'm saying? He should point to them I see my Republican friends like those ideas. I see that your Republican friends who might be in bed with your crazy ass ideas, you know what I'm saying, and on the take just like the rest of y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because this is about lives, not and lives and murderers being brought to justice rather than a fucking sideshow of cheering for an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest, you know what I'm saying? So the creep Joe ain't no more than a clown to me, you know what I mean? But we look at it in this way, so Biden used Festi State, Festi State of the Union to contrast with Trump, sell voters on second term. You know what I'm saying? But we see the creep Joe Biden turns to the State of the Union speech Thursday night into an animated argument for a second term as he lays into the GOP frontrunner Donald J. Trump for exposing, you know what I'm saying, resentment for exposing resentment, revenge, and retribution in jeopardizing freedom at home and abroad. You believe that shit? Now, if that ain't some motherfucking wordplay piece of bullshit, reverse psychology garbage I've ever fucking heard this man say all of his mouth, this one also takes the cake. You know what I'm saying? But let's read that again. You know what I'm saying? He laced into Donald J. Trump for exposing resentment, revenge, retribution in jeopardizing freedom at home and abroad. And he also jeopardized freedom, you know what I'm saying, revenge and retribution, and also posed a nuclear war at our door and still aggravating it right now, and also sent military might to netting jackass lying group of people Yahoo over there talking about some Israel and damn sure murdering off thousands of people right now as if they're in slavery, and they're gonna kill them all and do whatever they want to do, and you can't do a fucking thing about it. All you can do is sit there and listen to me give a jackass speech. That's what he's saying in essence. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing Trump knows, that he has to come in there, and he's got to clear this up. He's got to clear this up. You know what I'm saying? He's got to clear this up. Because he knows full well that his presidency could be, his re-election, even if he's the president again, could be scarfed by what we see going on over there. You know what I'm saying? And I know Trump should have better education on the whole fact of the matter of those group of people you call Israelis. You know what I'm saying? And start to wake up. You know what I'm saying? And in many ways. You know what I'm saying? Even when we look at, you know what I'm saying, he's saying World War III has already started, and there's only one way to stop Putin march on the West. You know what I'm saying? When we look at that, you know what I'm saying? What march on what West is they talking about? You know, what march on what West? You know, because this is a nonsense we got to deal with in our way. Now, the question still would be, you know, while he giving a state of the art speech, why is this even, you know what I'm saying, a factor on our door? How did it get to that point where there's a march on the West at all? Is a questions we must ask. Is a question we must ask. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a question that we must ask. As we look into this. Okay, see if we can get it to come through. See if we can get it to come through, but it's annoying me. You know what? I ain't worried about that. But anyway, while he's giving the state of the art street, talking about jeopardizing revenge and retribution and all kinds of bull, stupid shit, psychology words he's using while he sits up there as a tyrant before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? Over and over, Joe Biden delivered a broadside, a broadside at my predecessor without, mentioning Trump by name, raising his voice as he tried to, quail or whatever, voters, as he tried to, I guess, hurdle voters into his box, Luciferianness, voters concerned about his age, his job performance, while, sharpening the contrast with his all but certain November rival. Yeah, and anybody vote for him definitely is out their mind, especially what we saw in 2020 and all the different people that rose up out of nowhere to come to the demon Democrats' defense to get them, beat the people up so they don't vote Republican. Sort of what we see the Ku Klux Klan did to the black people in the South. For some reason, it was a far different and, fierce, whatever, tone from Joe Biden than in his previous State of the Address speech, State of the Union Address speech. And it was designed to banish doubt about whether the 81-year-old nutcase jackass has still up to the job. He's never been up to the job. He's an idiot. We always saw him as an idiot, and we never wanted him in office anyway. It was just a bunch of demon democratical motherfuckers who, will sit there and do some shit like this and now have no fucking quail of answer or result as to what we see before us. It doesn't matter what the fucking argument is. If we're a nuclear attack by the bullshit that he did, and you come to find out after the bombs dropped that this motherfucking quacknut, that you keep fucking acting as if he's some fucking god to you, than what we saw in 2020 with all your motherfucking Black Lives Matter, the rest of your jackass motherfuckers in the street doing garbage bullshit all the way up to the motherfucking White House that were manipulated to look like a fucking insurrection. Was not an insurrection no more than a Joe Biden, Chuck the Duck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and the rest of y'all dumb motherfucking demon democratic son of a bitches is what got us in this. So what good would it do if the nuclear weapons are dropped on us right fucking now, you jackass? You know what I'm saying? Talking about a different tone, Joe Biden than his previous speech designed to banish doubt about his old dumb ass is still have a job, up to the job he bids for a second term. You got to be out your mind if you really do that. You got to be out your fucking mind. You're going to get what you ask for. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because even right now, they even making stories about, I don't know how true it is, about Putin marching on the West and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Come on. How did he get to that? And what do you mean the West? All of us, Putin, don't agree with this motherfucker. What's wrong with people? If I was the president of the United States, they would be going a whole different way. I would get these fucking Biden would have never made it to a vice president. I would have been fired his ass and kicked his ass out years ago. Years ago. You know what I'm saying? Talking about up to the job. You know what I'm saying? To a second term. Creep Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? Go the Republicans over their policies in a right call and responds, banter with fellow. He got some fucking nerves. You know what I'm saying? The demon Democrats seem to, reveal in the fight freedom and democracy. Listen to it, freedom and democracy. You see how they add in the word democracy or whatever? That's a Luciferian mathematical bullshit that they put into the minds of the people, just like you put the minds of the people of that crooked ass Bible, calling you the chosen people years ago, and was running that rule for years, just like you had with the NY and many other factional churches and priests and stuff running this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, and now you got him up there talking about some freedom and democracy are under attack. Under attack from whom? We wasn't the one who opened every single border, even in Canada up there with Trudeau ass, jackass. They should have been vote that clown clean the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some Trudeau. You know what I mean? No. We ain't the one that fucked up the country and did the bullshit and got us where we at right now. We ain't the one knocked down the World Trade Center. We ain't the one invaded Afghanistan and Iraq and Iran in Egypt. We ain't the one that did all that bullshit that, you know, saying many people in Africa lost their lives and across Europe and every place because you're known for killing your motherfucking rivals. Yo, this is how dangerous and knuckleheaded these assholes really are. And then got the nerve in your face to turn around and say some shit about, you know, the freedom and democracy are under attack. By whom? The same people telling you that? That may be what you're not understanding. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Under attack both at home and overseas. Well, the people in over there overseas to see what's going on. The people in over there to see the nonsense that you have done. The people in over there to see the bullshit that Netanyahu and many are doing in Africa right now, plaguing the land with death, murder, killing, pollution, and all kind of other fuckery they so. Because they are beasts. All they want to do is cause chaos and fucking tyranny. You know what I'm saying? Anarchy and all kinds of bullshit across the land. Pedophilia, rape, murder, you name it, we've got it. Toyota. You know what I'm saying? And then when they look turn around, they in your face talking about freedom and democracy. Yeah, okay. You keep using that shitty word. It's freedom and country. You know what I'm saying? Are under attack. And it ain't under attack. What is under attack is the leadership in which you keep elected talking about he has some value and some this and some that. I haven't seen one good thing him, Barack Obama, and even him when he was with Barack Obama did for this country other than fuck it up all the way. Across the board, the spectrum, and across overseas and abroad, everywhere. I don't know what you saw, you know what I'm saying, overseas at the very same time. Creep Joe Biden. Creepy. You know what I'm saying?